On Wednesday, we got the biggest Supreme Court ruling of the term. The case concerned a Tennessee law that banned transition care for transgender youths. The case arises in a political climate where transgender rights are really at the center of a culture war. And the court took sides in that culture war and essentially said that this is not a group we're going to protect. And at least where transgender youth is involved, the states can do what they like. More than 20 states have banned transgender care for minors. So the impact of this is quite broad. The case is similar to Dobbs when the court overturned Roe v. Wade, saying the people through their elected representatives can choose whether to allow or ban abortions. Dobbs is a little different, though, because for 50 years, the court had said that there's a constitutional right to abortion. This was a request to try to get new constitutional protection, and the court turned it back. You could say that the court was divided in three factions. Chief Justice Roberts, writing for the majority, said that these laws draw distinctions based on age. The laws only apply to minors, and based on access to certain medical treatments, and not based on sex or transgender status. But three other justices would have gone further. Justices Amy Coney Barrett, Clarence Thomas, and Samuel Alito said that discrimination based on transgender status is not a constitutional value, does not get you additional protection, that the court should presume that other laws discriminating against transgender people in bathrooms and sports should be constitutional. And then the three liberal justices, led by Justice Sonia Sotomayor, said just the opposite, that transgender status is a protected category and suggested that this law is unconstitutional. She also said the majority's decision would have grave practical consequences, noting that by some estimates, a third of transgender youth who don't have access to transition care think about and perhaps attempt suicide. Not long ago, it seemed like transgender rights were the next civil rights milestone. It came only 5 years after the Supreme Court said that a federal civil rights law prohibited workplace discrimination against transgender people. But in this different context, the Supreme Court seemed to be saying, we're getting out of the business of expanding protections and may even be prepared to roll back some of these protections.